I mean, I was kind of waiting for this to happen, and I was like, you know what? Maybe there's a chance, but well, it did. It definitely happened now. Dallas Goedert's on the IR. What does that mean? Roster moves for the Eagles connected to this, and a lot more before we play the Carolina Panthers today. So let's get straight into it.
A killer buried, but not dead.
Darren, we better turn around. Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. So I want to do a quick recap before the game today of obvious situations that could, affect us down the road of this season with little of the season that's left for the Philadelphia Eagles. But before I get into any of this, make sure you go to the Philly Shakedown merch website. It is a huge holiday sale, our biggest sale yet, between hoodies, t-shirts, crew neck sweatshirts, you name it, it's all there. Get somebody a gift for the holiday season. Link in the description for all of it. Big sale going on at checkout. Buy 2 pieces of merch, get 10% off. Buy 3, get 15% off. If you buy 4, you get 20% off, and you buy 4 shirts for the price of 3. So you're pretty much getting a free shirt, a free hoodie at that point for the price that you're getting it at. And if you spend $150 or more, you get free shipping. So that is the sale. We are going crazy for the holiday season. Go buy something for a loved one, a family member, a friend, whoever it is today. The Philly Shakedown podcast merch. Appreciate it so much. So we got news that Dallas Goedert is on the IR, okay? I was kind of waiting for this moment, didn't know when it was going to happen. I figured, maybe, they're not putting him on the IR because, maybe this knee sprain isn't as bad as they say it is. Maybe after this game, he would be out maybe one more week, and that was really it. So it looks like, the IR, Dallas Goedert will not be back probably until the playoffs, most likely. As long as he's back for playoffs, I really don't care. I think Calcaterra has been a very solid tight end for us. I think his blocking he's looked a little bit sharper when it comes to obviously some of the blocks that he's made the last few weeks. So I have to give him respect on that. I don't think he's too polished there, but he's looked a lot better. But very reliable. And you know why that Calcaterra is so reliable and the chemistry between him and Hurts are pretty damn good is because Goddard's missing games every single year. He's 29 years old. He's got 2 more years left on his contract. 2 more years after this year left on his contract, okay? And, you got to wonder about the future here with Dallas Goedert because it's literally he is the new Mr. Glass at this point. And, we really need to make probably some decisions. I don't know. I think Goedert will be here another year regardless. I'm not trying to think too ahead, but I mean, this is definitely concerning, dude. But the good thing about what happens, not that you wish that there's injuries, but the good thing that happens is somebody has to step up. And I think Calcaterra has done a pretty good job. So the Eagles have made some other moves. Now, CJ Uzomah, I think, is activated for this game as well. Did they activate a third tight end? Because the roster moves the Eagles made the other day connected to CJ Uzomah on the active roster behind Calcaterra. Now it looks like tight end EJ Jenkins is to the active roster as well. So maybe they're trying to find out who the number 2 is while Goedert is not around. Maybe they don't want to, maybe they're just going to activate 3 guys for this game just to see, maybe they'll use EJ Jenkins later on in the game, something like that. I don't know. But this is the situation we're in right now. And it's Calcaterra season. It's Grant Calcaterra season. I feel good. I'm not really worried about it too much. Plus, you're getting Devontae Smith back. So taking Goedert out, putting Smith back in with the weapons that you have in this offense, I think it's a lot better. The substitution, someone coming out, someone going in. So I think it's pause. I think it's going to work for the right being of the season and where this is going. Getting Devontae Smith back is obviously really big for this offense going forward. But other news connected to tight end is fullback Kari Blasingame has been activated for this game. The new Eagle, the new fullback, the actual fullback, not from another position, learning fullback. Ben Van Sumeren got hurt before the Ravens game. They used Calcaterra at fullback in the Ravens game for a couple plays last week, but they went out and got a veteran and a guy that I actually really like. I think this guy is pretty damn good. I think he's got some pushback. I think he's I think, he's only going to really. I don't think they're going to throw the ball to him, but I've seen a lot of clips of him actually catching the football, and he actually looks pretty damn good. And he's pretty physical, and he likes to hit people in their mouth when he gets in front of them. He's a very physical player. Um, he hasn't played since October 25th. He was an undrafted free agent for the Vikings. I think he played for the Tennessee Titans. I think the last team he was on the practice squad for the Chicago Bears. But this is a guy that just has to block. And obviously the Eagles think his blocking is good because last thing we're doing is throwing the fullback the ball right now. But this is a new player and a veteran player at that joining this team. And we haven't really used a fullback the last few weeks, even before Ben Van Sermon got injured. I don't know. Like sometimes they're using it, sometimes they're not. Usually the second half of games they were starting to use Ben Van Sermon as a fullback, and it just sucks that he got hurt. But now they signed somebody else, and hopefully this works out well. Hopefully this works really good here. So very excited to see him and see what happens with this fullback spot and how much they actually use it in this game against Carolina, and obviously the rest of this season. You had safety Andre Sam is activated for the game as well. Andre Sam, I really like his feistiness. I like how physical he is. He's a trash talker. He plays big. He plays real big. I've always liked Andre Sam. Rangy safety, just not polished as much. And he's not playing. He's not starting in games. He's not a backup. He's nothing. Obviously, safety is a big one because obviously, Sidney Brown is out. You have Reed Blankenship out. You have Tristan McCollum, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson in the starting role right there. Avonte Maddox has been working at the safety spot. Like the last thing we need is him to whiff on a big tackle and embarrass himself. I won't say anything more than that. I think we all know what Avonte Maddox does on the field. He just can't get nothing right. He's Mr. just never getting things right on the field type of guy. That's just what he is. So that is pretty much your moves for the day. So it looks like 3 tight ends on the active roster. Andre Sam comes in, which is great because, probably won't play, but, just for him to be there on game day and, hopefully doesn't get an opportunity because you want the guys on the field to stay on the field and stay healthy. And you want to get out of this game as fast as possible. In, out, boom, rest guys and get ready for Pittsburgh because that's really your next big game. Do not overlook this game. That's where we're at right now. So the Dallas Goedert situation sucks. Even when he gets back, he's got to. I mean, if the Eagles get the first seed, it'll be a lot better. But if Goedert, I don't know if this is a short-term IR, he can come back the second to last game of the regular season, so he can at least get some games and practices under him before you just put him in fresh and raw put him in fresh for that playoff game, and then he's just not himself. He's got to work back up to himself. He's not going to play for a few weeks, so he's not going to be like he's just going to put his gear on. He's going to walk into a game. He's going to play really well. So that's the shitty part with injuries. When somebody's healthy and they're back, doesn't mean that they're fully mentally back because they've been gone for so damn long, so these things do happen at times, but we'll see what happens. But Carolina Panthers, so this is the last thing. It looks like Jadeveon Clowney, that was talking a lot of crap about Eagle fans this week. I mean, not really talking crap. He was just saying how, he's got objects thrown at him and, he's done some really dirty crap to the Eagles in the last, the last 8 years to the Philadelphia Eagles. So he will not be playing in this game. So a big loss for Carolina on that defensive line. And on top of everything else, we have Charles Harris, that was one of the tied for the leading sack members of that defensive line on the edge. So wonder if Charles Harris is going to get a big opportunity and some snaps to see what he could do on this defensive line this week for the Philadelphia Eagles. Defensive line needs to get after it. We all know what we have to do. We know the common goal, so be interesting to see how the Panthers really attack us, with Jalen Carter. If they double him, what they're going to do. So it's going to be really interesting. But they have to, shut this team down, hopefully get a pick, hopefully do something today. If I said tomorrow, I mean today. Sorry, because I'm making this video the night before. So, So that's where we're at. And that's pretty much all the news for the day. Didn't want to make this a long entire video, but definitely a lot to look forward to. And, obviously Dallas Goedert being out. That's the biggest news, which I was kind of waiting for. I was like, they got to put him on IR, right? Is it going to happen? And yeah, so it's the Grant Calcaterra show, Grant Calcaterra season going forward. So you guys let me know in the comment section below, what is the future of Dallas Goedert? Like, do you keep him for another year? Do you think it's like one more year and then, do they draft another tight end next year? What do you think about the situation with Dallas Goedert? It's just a shame, man, because his statistics would be so much better. He's just missed so many damn games, dude. It's just, but when he plays well, he plays really well. So it's nice to see him back, but it didn't last for that long, unfortunately, so these things do happen. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, and I'm ready for this game today. You guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Shakes, what up, follow, slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.